Hey everyone, welcome to This Explainer. I am so incredibly excited to have you here today. Listen, if your browser currently has like 40 tabs open with different AI tools that you've totally forgotten how to use, you are in exactly the right place. Today we have one very clear goal. We're going to take that massive, chaotic landscape of AI tools and distill it down into a personalized, highly actionable workflow, something you can literally start using right away. 18,000 plus. Yeah, you heard that right. That is the staggering number of emerging AI platforms currently listed on directories like top AI tools right now. So if you're feeling total AI fatigue, let that number instantly validate how you're feeling. I mean, it's mathematically impossible to keep up with every single launch, update, and feature drop, right? So that brings us to the million-dollar question. How do you actually cut through all that noise? How do we avoid the trap of overlapping subscriptions, where you're paying for 5 different tools that basically do the exact same thing? And most importantly, how do you find the tools that actually improve your daily workflow without threatening to replace the human element that makes your work, well, yours? Okay, so here's the game plan for today. First, we'll look at the AI tool overwhelm. Then, agents versus single-purpose tools. Next up, AI for creators and marketers, followed by supercharging research and data. Then we'll hit workflows, meetings, and automation. And finally, building your AI stack. All right, section 1, the AI tool overwhelm. We have officially moved far, far past the era where just popping open a ChatGPT window was all you needed to know. The landscape has completely fractured, and expectations for what AI can do for your business have absolutely skyrocketed. In fact, Gartner projects this massive shift, estimating that AI agents are going to disrupt $58 billion in productivity software by 2027. We're literally seeing the first real challenge to mainstream tools, think Microsoft Office, in 35 years. Paying for 5 highly specialized, completely disconnected tools, that's rapidly becoming obsolete when a single capable AI agent can just do the job of all of them combined. Moving right along to section 2, agents versus single-purpose tools. This is arguably the most crucial concept we're going to cover today. We're talking about the rapidly widening gap between AI that helps you work and AI that actually does the work. It's the fundamental shift from an assistant to an autonomous agent. And the difference between these two approaches changes absolutely everything. With single-purpose tools, you bring the task. Need marketing copy? Go to Jasper. Need a quick video? Hit up Runway. But with an AI agent, like Mana's for example, you describe an outcome. Instead of asking an AI to write an email template for recruiting, you literally tell an agent, hey, build me a full recruitment pipeline. It will autonomously read LinkedIn job descriptions, hunt down matching profiles, pick the top 10 candidates, and draft personalized outreach for every single one of them. It figures out the steps and just executes the whole shebang, completely on its own. Which brings us to section 3, AI for creators and marketers. Now that we've got a grip on the power of agents, let's shift focus to our first deep dive. We're going to curate some rapid-fire gems specifically for creative pros and marketers who need to churn out high-quality assets at scale. Creative Boom actually hit the nail on the head with this paradox. They noted that the exact same technology offering unprecedented opportunities to save us time and mental energy is also the one that can feel, frankly, pretty threatening. But I really want to reassure you, these tools are designed to augment your human capability. They are your co-pilots, not your replacements. So let's rapid fire through some stand-up hidden gems for creators. Need professional visuals for a deck? Napkin AI turns plain text into instant, beautiful flowcharts. It's a real game changer. Sitting on an hour-long podcast recording, Opus Clip automatically finds the most engaging moments and chops them into short-form social videos. Now, if you're sick of AI art generating characters with, 3 arms or a totally different face in every render, Leonardo.ai completely solves that visual consistency problem. Need B-roll? Runway Gen 4.5 produces incredibly coherent 10-second video clips. And lastly, Gamma. It builds fast visual-first presentation decks that take you from a blank page to a polished presentation in literally under a minute. Next up, section 4, supercharging research and data. This category is for those of you who need to synthesize massive amounts of complex info fast. If you're an analyst, a researcher, or a strategist, these are your absolute must-haves. First up, Perplexity Pro. It is incredible for quick, factual research because, unlike some others, it actually gives you direct citations and links to its sources. Then, if you've ever pulled your hair out because ChatGPT wildly hallucinated when you fed it a spreadsheet, Julius AI is your fix. You can chat directly with your Excel files reliably and accurately. Next is Deep Searcher, an amazing open source tool that breaks complex queries down into subtasks for incredibly robust local research. And finally, for managing that daily fire hose of information, Feedly, Leo AI provides custom news curation, filtering out the junk to give you exactly what matters in your specific industry. Now, what's really fascinating is the secret sauce making all of this deep research possible, the vector database. Think of platforms like Zillus Cloud and Milvus as basically the AI's hippocampus. They act as the essential memory backbone by storing unstructured data, stuff like text, images, or audio, as high-dimensional vectors. I know that sounds a bit technical, but the so what here is huge. This infrastructure is exactly what gives autonomous agents their long-term memory. It lets them perform instant similarity searches and actually remember context from your past interactions. Moving on to Section 5, Workflows, Meetings, and Automation. Let's talk about the everyday tools that manage the tedious plumbing of your professional life. Because let's face it, just getting out of your inbox and sorting through meeting notes is half the battle, right? Here are your essential workflow automators. Granola is pure magic. It runs quietly as a desktop app and takes incredible notes without sticking an awkward, highly visible bot into your Zoom meeting. Then there's Comet, an AI browser that acts like a total command center, letting you triage your email and schedule meetings directly from the browser UI. Oh, and Zapier now lets you connect all your siloed AI tools together using just simple, natural language. And Happenstance, it's kind of like an AI native LinkedIn. You can literally type engineers in SF with 5 years of experience at early stage startups, and it intelligently searches across your network to find exactly who you're looking for. But look, hearing about all these tools at once can definitely cause exactly the kind of fatigue we talked about earlier. So here is a brilliant strategy from Elevate.ai to conquer that tool fatigue, the 5-minute AI integration. Seriously, do not try to adopt everything at once. Choose just one high-impact pain point in your day. Set up exactly one tool to solve it, define a specific use case for this week, and schedule just 15 minutes on your calendar to experiment with it. Just keep it incredibly simple. All right, Section 6, Building Your AI Stack. Let's see how this all builds together into a cohesive daily system. We're going to synthesize all this incredible information into practical, role-based blueprints. Because the biggest mistake you can make right now is subscribing to a dozen tools and using all of them at like 20% capacity. You really only need one core general agent paired with one specialized tool tailored for your specific output. For example, if you're a solo founder, you might pair an autonomous agent like Minus with a specialized web builder like Lovable. Part of a marketing team? Try using ChatGPT as your conversational core, paired with Jasper for highly consistent brand voice content. For the developers out there, pair Claude with the Cursor AI code editor. And for researchers, let Manus handle the multi-step research while you use Perplexity Pro for quick factual queries. It's all about finding that perfect lean combo. So the absolutely crucial point to remember here is this golden rule from Ad Outreach, the 80-20 rule of AI. AI is going to get you 80% of the way there. It handles the heavy lifting, the dreaded blank page problem, the initial research, the tedious data formatting, but it is your human touch, your unique judgment, your brand voice, and your strategic vision that does the final 20%. That final 20% is the ultimate differentiator. That's what separates generic AI output from true, standout professional excellence. I want to leave you with a bit of a challenge today. Take a look at your to-do list right now. What is the one single, tedious, multi-step task that you are going to hand over to an autonomous AI agent today? Don't wait for the technology to stop evolving, because spoiler alert, it won't. Pick one tool, solve one problem, and take back your time. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope you found it incredibly valuable. Get out there, start building your personalized stack, and I'll see you next time.